Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, one of my all-time favorites, Forrest Whitaker. We're here for this great organization you have, this Peace and Development Initiative. Talk to me all about it.
We've been in existence about 4 years, working in areas of conflict to help foster peace and to create development in those areas. Right now we're in the South Sudan, we're in Uganda, South Africa, we are also in Mexico, and we're in the United States, and we're just now to be in Myanmar, in Burma.
These areas need so much help. What made you want to get involved with it?
I have been working in conflict for, I guess, the last decade or so. First, I was working in the States with gangs, and then I started working with child soldiers in the north of Uganda. And from that, I started to work with the UN as a representative special envoy for peace and reconciliation. And then I moved into deciding to create this initiative in order for me to work really practically on the ground in a grassroots way. So that's how it began.
You did Broadway this year, and you've got some amazing Broadway performers joining here
really
tonight. How'd you get
fortunate.
this whole crew, to the shindig?
Well, Julie pulled together all the people. It was a great idea for us to be embraced by the Broadway community, and so I'm really excited about them. They're such great artists, and for them to come out to support this initiative is really amazing.
So you're working with Forrest Whitaker tonight for his initiative. How'd you get roped into this?
Just a dear friend of mine was on the producing team of his last play in New York, which we're all very proud of him for. It's I don't care how many Academy Awards you have. We're all like the same on Broadway. So he crushed it, and he was just amazing in the show. So a friend of mine recruited me to come over here and do this, and I loved what he was doing with his amazing visibility, around the world, and I think it's a great initiative, and I just wanted to be a part of it.
I was talking to Forrest about this. Diversity on Broadway is light years right now ahead of Hollywood. What do you think it is about shows like The Color Purple, obviously Hamilton, which has broken all records? Why is diversity so prevalent right now in Broadway?
I think it's always been that way. I think we're having an incredible year for it this year, for great roles for people of ethnicity, but I think we've had a different sort of mentality here for 100 years, where Hollywood is still kind of catching up on certain things, and I think that there's some movement, and we're always ahead of the game. It's funny. People like worldwide, or when I go into the middle of the country, they're like, "Oh, Broadway." They have such an idea of what Broadway is until they really see what it can be with shows like Rock of Ages and Hamilton and whatnot. So we're always ahead of the game.
Forrest Whitaker, what makes him Forrest Whitaker? What makes him so great?
Just the work. I think that. I remember him from Fast Times. He had a small part in Fast Times at Richmond High from 1980. The gentleman's had a 40-year career making films and incredible work. And I just think the depth of performance, those are the things that you just kind of bow down to, just the power. I think that's what people are like, whoa. Plus, he's just, he seems like a great gentleman, and someone that really respects the craft and the work, and that's what we love here. People can be big movie stars and whatnot, and that's cool, but his work is, second to none. So.